It's not officially being called arson, at least not yet, but there is now a formal investigation underway involving the state fire marshal and agents with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the ATF, after this early morning 3-alarm blaze. This was the scene just after 3 a.m. when the first crews from South Salt Lake City Fire arrived to an already large blaze. They quickly called for a second and then a third alarm while running from door to door, waking people up and getting them out. Crews then spent the next several hours pouring thousands of gallons of water on the burning building. RUBEN Medina rushed his wife and 2 infant children out of their apartment, but he didn't leave his dog behind. Meanwhile, ERIK Butterworth describing for Fox 13 what it was like to get that early morning wake-up call.
And I heard someone say fire, and then I walked up my door and looked out and got my daughter out and ran out, and that was the end of it. I just left everything there. She's more important.
Clearly, yeah. Was she a little bit freaked out?
Yeah, she was a little bit freaked out. After the earthquake, then this, it's not a good year. Then the virus, yeah.
This is like a miracle puppy because according to the firefighters, he was inside the whole time.
The whole fire, yeah. We had to leave him in there to get the kids out, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did he do? Did he just shelter in place inside of a closet or something?
I think he was under the bed to stay away from the smoke, but that's normally where he hides, is under our bed.
RUBEN's children are very young, a 1-year-old and just a 2-month-old. He says they were at the hospital, and once they got checked out, their thoughts turned to Roscoe. They were extremely sad, thinking he was lost. Then when they returned, they were beyond thrilled to learn that firefighters had actually rescued him from their apartment. Now that the shock and adrenaline beginning to wear off, people are beginning to show up to survey the damage, trying to figure out what, if anything, they can salvage. It appears as though at least a dozen cars are completely gone, another half dozen sustaining damage due to this fire. Crews arriving with heavy equipment not long ago, tearing apart the roof of that carport, now trying to focus in on the vehicles where they believe this fire started and trying to figure out exactly what sparked what's now being called a suspicious blaze. Damage estimate, at least $1 million, and may go higher. In South Salt Lake City, Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.